Hey folks, this is Rose from In Rose's Garden, and today we are going to work on SoftFlex Design Kit Moroccan Bazaar. It's almost time for the next one, and I've only made a few things with this, so I decided to design a few more things. So today we're going to work on a necklace, and our next video after that will be a pair of earrings that will match this necklace. So let's turn down and I'll show you what we're going to do. Okay, I have got the copper metallic SoftFlex medium beading wire out of our kit. And a lot of these beads are from the strand, not just the kit, like this one and these two are from the strand, as are, I believe, these two big guys here. And possibly even these blue teardrops. So I think there were two in the kit and two in the strand. But what we're going to do is we're going to take this charm and we're going to take this. Now this is an older head pin. I'm going to cut the top off and we're going to use this as a wire to connect this here and then to this bail. Then we're going to put a bit of rubber tubing in the bail because it's pretty good sized, even though we are going to put these two copper Saturns on either side of the bail. Right off the bat, we're going to be dual color. So then the next thing after that is we're going to put on these cool peachy pink inverted triangles. Then it will be these cool pieces. These were off the strand. Then we're going to go to our teardrop here, and it's going to have one of these copper bead caps, like so, both sides. And then this big round golden bead. It's dark topaz is its actual color. Come on, sit there. It doesn't want to sit with its cap in it. So, other way, baby. There's your cap. Now, the next thing we're going to put on is one of these golden saucers here. And then the little maroon melon. Another one of these guys. This disco ball piece here, and this yellow rondelle. So that'll go over here on both sides, like so. And now these two pieces I'm going to use as connectors, and we're going to connect to that with our beading wire. And then lastly, we'll add some chain up the back in the desired length. So let's get started on putting this together. First thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to take out some length of the beading wire, and then I'm just going to bead right onto my wire, especially since I know what I want to do. So we'll just start here with the yellow one here. And then, oh, disco ball next. Now this doesn't have any particular holes that I could find. So I guess it's just find one of these holes between these and just thread it through the best you can. That looks pretty good. So, and then go on down the line. And now we've reached the bail. So now we're going to cut this little bit of rubber tubing, and we'll put that in this bail. So to do this, I'm just going to stuff it in here, put my finger on this end so it doesn't go past, and then just take my cutters and right at the base of where it's at, trim it off. There we have our little piece of rubber tubing, and we will just put the rest of it away because we don't want to lose it. We use it a lot. So we'll put the rubber tubing onto our wire, like so, just like you would feed a bead, and then you'll feed the bail down over the top of that. Then our other copper spacer, and up the line this way. Now these beads are hollow, so you got to keep your wire as straight as possible so that it will go straight through. Go. Now we're at the place where we can hook it onto our little ends here. So I'm just going to hook one side right now. We'll put this on. Get our crimp tube. Come on, baby. Slide it on there through any of these little holes on this side. Bring her back around and go through our crimp tube. And then tighten her up. And we don't want to get her way tight because we want it to have some movement, but at the same time we don't want it like a big baggy mess here either. So that looks pretty good. So I'll get my crimping pliers out. I use the magical crimpers. We have a divot. So we put that little crimp tube right in the middle of our divot and squish. And then we turn it, squish again, and then we continue to turn and squish till you have this round little ball here. And it's tight. So now we want to see how many, if we can, I know we can feed the little yellow rondelle back through, but I don't know about the disco ball because its spots are sort of small where it has us go through here. So let's see if we can get it on. It looks like it does not want to, so we'll trim our wire right here at the end of our rondelle. And there we go. Oh, nope, nobody said you could get out of there. We're going this direction now. Slide her over there. Now we're going to cut our wire here, giving ourselves a few inches. I do not want to have to fight this. That's why I give myself extra room. If you don't give yourself extra room, like you only give yourself a ½ inch, maybe even an inch, when you put your crimp on and try to turn it, it's going to fight you something fierce. It will not want to go on, and, well, it's not fun. I don't enjoy it. So I always give myself plenty of space. Now you want to make sure that this is hanging the same way when you hang this on. So and then just choose a hole, go through your rondelle, your crimp tube and your rondelle, get it to come out over here, And you can use your piece here as a sort of fulcrum and pull tight with it, just holding it as you pull, and it will allow it to slide easier. That looks like, I think, about the same as we have on the other side. Well, the other side might be just a little bit smaller, so we'll pull it up just a touch more. And then we're going to slide our bead down, get our crimping pliers over that bead and squish. And then we'll turn it and squish and turn and squish and turn and squish. And that's good and tight. So now we'll cut our extra wire off here. Now I didn't get that very tight, but it looks like it will go into the other bead, so that's not a problem. So there is our main part of our necklace. Now we need to take our wire here and we're going to bend this wire not quite in half. We'll go right about here. And get out our bell making pliers, because I use the stepped bell making pliers to make my wrapped loops. I put it over the small one here, over and around, bring her down, leave a gap because you're going to want to put on that your charm here. So over we go. Now we're going to hold it with our pliers. Flip this over, get my second pair of pliers, and I'm going to wrap this up. Now this is trying to go down onto the wire below, and that's why I'm fighting it here a bit, because we don't want it to do that. And now it's bending upwards some. So this is where I'm going to trim it off. And then we'll tuck that in. See how straight it is here? It looks pretty good. No, it's crooked a little bit. See how it's going sideways there? We want that straightened up, so put our pliers and just... There we go. So now our big topaz bead goes on here. Well, if I can find the hole. There we go. And now we want this to hang on the bail, going this direction, like so. So we'll want to bend this. Come on, baby. So it's bending forward. Now again, we're going to do our small bell making pliers over and around and down. Leave a gap and bring her up some so that she's the lollipop shape. Now, because we want this pattern in the front, when we feed this on, it has to go on backwards so that when it comes around the loop, it should be facing to the front, like so. And now this little guy seems to be twisted some. I don't know if he's twisted or if I've got things on backwards. Let's see. He seems to be fine over here. Yep. Anyway, so this is ready to be wrapped because looks like we have it on the proper way. So we'll grab this right here and wrap this up. Now I'm going to push this wire up because I don't want it wrapping way down on the base wire, and it's easier to control it if it's already up. So just something to remember. So over and around. Now we're getting to the end of the wire, and that's fine. I'm just going to push it around until it's all tucked here. Though it looks like it's trying to scratch my crystal here, and it is. So I'm gotta move it around just a touch so that it is not in the way there. Come on, you. Gotta hold it. But I have to make sure my crystal is staying down low. Come here, you turn a little bit there. There we go. So now our pendant, come back here, you. I see the wire up on the top is quite crooked. See how it's... So we want to fix that. So we're going to take hold of the base wire, and we're just going to push this. You can do it with your finger or with your pliers, whichever you prefer. There we go. And now we just need to get our chain and such so we can finish up the back end of this baby. Stop being difficult. So we will go get some chain, and we will get some, she's still crooked here, but now it's crooked here. You're just determined to be difficult. There we go. So we need to get some chain, some jump rings, and our findings for the back end of it. So here's what she looks like so far. Oh, stop. So I have just decided to use some Jesse James Beads Chain Reaction to finish this off. It's got some slightly brown there, and these are sort of topaz. So it's sort of between the yellow and the brown, so it's a good, I think it'll work fine. This is number 35, and these are always 18 inches. So what we're gonna do is we're going to find the end, which is here. The end always has a crystal on it, and we don't want that crystal because it makes it uneven. So what we're going to do here is we're going to cut that crystal off right here, and then we're going to cut this one link out here in the middle. It's a little ball link. It's really cute, but it's going to be in the way. So we're going to take our clippers, and we'll clip this here, and we'll just remove it from the split ring it's on. And then we'll cut that little ball out of the middle here on this side. I will put it aside because occasionally I will cut another piece like this ball out, and then I'll use this little ball for earrings or something. So we'll put that aside. And now we're going to hook our chain reaction to our little flower pieces here with a jump ring. So I have a couple that are open here from a different project. And actually, I wonder if I want something smaller. Wonder if my Tinky Tots will fit there. Let's check. that's the gunmetal. That's not the gold. There's the gold. We'll see if one of these will fit. If these will fit, then we'll use these tiny guys because it will make less of a signature. So let's open one of these up and see if it'll work for us. It's surprising where you can put these little guys, where they'll fit. Now, in this instance, I think our smaller piece is going to be the chain reaction, so we'll put that on. Then we'll grab this, and we want to go straight across from where our wire was put on. So we want to go right here, and then close her up. And let's see if she's going to swing all right. Oh yeah, I think that's going to be just fine. So, with the tinky. So let's get the other tinky tot open and put on the other side here. Now you'll notice I was putting the chain reaction on first. That is because I do believe the chain reactions is a lot smaller than, oops, dropped it. Did I drop my tinky tot off? Yes, I did. Where'd it go? Right here. I always try to put the smallest piece on first because it will slide then over to the other side and allow us to have the gap we need to put this on. Let's see, is this the right one here? I think so. Come on, slide over there. And then over here. There we go. Close her up. And there we have our chain reaction hooked onto our necklace. And this one is still trying to twist over to the other side. We'll have to convince it doesn't want to do that. But, oh, it's backwards. Duh. Flip it. There we go. Now we're better. So there we go. Now we just go to the other end of our chain reaction and hook on our hardware on this side. So we'll use one of these open ones here. Put it on. Put our lobster claw on and close it up. Now I was using the 18-inch chain, most of it, and what we had here, this necklace is probably going to be about 24 inches. Now let's see if this big one will go through the chain reaction. They won't always because they're bigger than the holes sometimes, but this one's going to work great. Thank you. So close it up. And our necklace is finished. So let's close put our lobster claw around our ring, and we can see our full necklace here. This, that's what the problem is. It's leaning backwards here. We don't want that. Okay, that should do it. There we go. So there is our necklace. So let's see how long it is. It ends up being, come on, stop twisting. It's over 24, so about 25 inches. But didn't that turn out pretty? I really like it. I think it's gorgeous, especially with the chain reaction at the top. I hadn't really planned on putting on the chain reaction on the top at first, but then I looked up and I have chain reaction hooked to the side of my work table, and I thought, oh, there we go. What about if one of those will work? And I really think that it does work nicely. So I hope you liked making that with me. Isn't it pretty? So there is our really pretty necklace using our SoftFlex design kit, Moroccan Bazaar. Now this is big enough. You could just put it over your head without having to have the clasp, but it's nice to have a clasp. Let's see if I can, oh, whoop. Anyway, there it is. Very pretty. I think it turned out quite nicely. I'm pleased with it. I hope you liked making it with me, and we'll see you later. This has been Rose from In Rose's Garden, and again, we were using, to make this gorgeous necklace, the SoftFlex Design Kit Moroccan Bazaar, and then we used the Jesse James Beads Chain Reaction to finish it up. Isn't that pretty? I like it. I think it turned out well. Well, we'll see you next time. Again, this is Rose from In Rose's Garden. Bye-bye.